But I just decided to get rid of the toys. Hi guys, welcome back to our messy house, where our house is becoming increasingly less messy as we are on a journey to minimalism. Right? Toys were the #1 thing I barely touched when we started our journey to minimalism. Toys were something I actually really didn't touch when we first started our journey to minimalism. But now that we're 7.5, almost 8 months in, 8 months in. So the toys were something I didn't initially want to touch a ton. I'm super into Montessori, Waldorf style, children learn through play, and I super believe in. And I have a lot of really nice like wooden toys, like this one. This is the Lovevery toy, and we love Lovevery, huh? Yes, we do. But our house was becoming just completely cluttered again, and with 2 kids now playing with toys, yes, and being at ages where they can help. Well, Ari can't help clean up at all, but Octavia can help clean up because she's 3 now. She can help like learn to clean up things, but first of all, it takes me initiating it, and second of all, it's always a help me, so it's not a clean them all up yourself. She's really good at cleaning, but like if I ask her to clean up, she will clean up, but she will just take all of her toys and like shove it in the shelves, so they're all mixed up and like wonky, and then next time she wants something, they're like all wonky. So what I decided to do was go ahead and pile all of the toys into the living room. Ari, you are being exceptionally loud during this video. I'm talking to the camera, not to you. Not you. Here, have this toy. So I mounted up all of the toys we had in the house in the middle of our living room.
Check your heart.
Look at my hair.
Not better.
Much better. Perfect. So I mounted up all the toys we had in the house in the middle of our living room, and I just went through all of them with the kids. We got rid of a lot, like boxes and boxes of toys, and we're still getting rid of some of them. But there was some that I kept, right? So there's like what I would consider school toys. I kept those in a box. Ari's not quite in those yet. They're from ages 12 months to 24 months. And there are Lovevery kits that we bought for Octavia, and we've saved all of those for Ari. And he can play with a couple of them, but not quite correctly. So we have all the kits for the little bit older ages. And so I have chosen to save those, and I consider those kind of schooling. Those are in a tub in the kids' closet until I choose to go get them and bring them out as if it was going to be school time. and then they can play with them then. But Ari's not quite into those yet, and so I did box those up and save those. They're my expensive toys that I super love, and I will bring those out as schooling. But then I had kept some other items, and I kept them on the shelf, and I did like a whole toy rotation when I first went through the toys, and I left like the 8 toys, because I always choose to do 8 toys in our little cubby system, and then I rotate through them. And somehow every single month, every toy we own comes out, even though I have a rotation of 8. Toys end up coming out every single month. I'm not the one who pulls them out, so they're definitely getting pulled down by Octavia asking someone to pull them down. Piling all the toys everywhere, they're not getting cleaned up, and at the end of the day, I'm so exhausted because they're both going through sleep regressions that I just decided to get rid of the toys. Hear me out. My kids do not play with toys very much anyways, like at all. I could have 100 million toys for my kids and they would literally play with a cup. So I've just decided to put all the toys away. The ones that I wanted to keep, I just like put them all in bins and I put them away. And then I put out 2 little tiny baskets with 5 to 8 items into them. And I'm talking items like a little ball would be one item. And they've been playing with those for 2 weeks now, and they haven't missed any of their other toys. And what I've done once a day is I went and grabbed like a new toy once a day and put the other toys back. So today Ari was getting kind of grumpy and I was trying to film this video, so I pulled out like their block train, and it has another piece to it, but I'm helping him out right now. So the block train, and I pulled this out for them today, and it will go back away tonight, so it won't stay out. And that will be the only toy I have to clean up at the end of the day. So it has actually changed my everyday life. I'm still definitely decluttering other things and getting our house into a place that it is way easier to manage, because right now I'm still over my head, I'm still overwhelmed, and I have massive anxiety about my house, like massive anxiety. And the kids, like I said, weren't playing with their toys anyways. So I have kept the toys and I will pull them out. I pulled out a train the other day for Octavia and Ari to play with, and they played with the train set, And then when they were done playing with it, we put it back. And the other day I was trying to get something done and I brought out the blocks. And of course the blocks got all over the house. There's like 100 pieces and there was 100 blocks all over the house, but it was literally the only toys all over the house was the 100 blocks. And all we had to do was pick up blocks, which is really easy for a 3-year-old to do, and come toss them in the bag. When I was like, pick them up, put them in the bag, she did it. And that's that. I put them back away. And so they can't get them out because I put them in tubs that they can't get into and they can't see. And they honestly and truly don't ask for any toys. And as soon as summer hits here, the summer hasn't hit yet, it's still rainy and cold. Ari, you are very loud, child. It's still rainy and cold here, so we aren't playing outside as much as we would during the summer. As soon as the summer hits, they're really not going to need any toys at all, like at all, because they have their stuff outside, their bikes, and their swimming. We have a swimming pool, and they have a trampoline outside, and they have all of the things, and so they don't need extra toys. And so I've literally made the decision to change my life and put away the toys. and get rid of most of them. And then I was making Ari's birthday list because you're turning 1. Yes, you are turning 1. You are. Yes. Well, you're turning 1 in a couple months, huh? And I was making Ari's birthday list. I like to get the birthday list done as I'm thinking of things that Ari might need, and then I make a birthday list to make sure that that's a loud car. I try to make a birthday list to make sure that we don't get a bunch of items that the kids aren't going to use and I'm going to end up getting rid of, and things that they just simply don't need. I also try to make sure that their sizes and whatnot are on the list, because we have gotten in the past entire like multiple gifts of clothes that were adorable, but they didn't fit either one of them at all because they were far too big for them. Because my kids they don't wear the size for their age, and so a lot of people who don't have kids who have been buying us clothes, they're like, oh, they're in 2T. Well, Octavia's been in 4 and 5T since she was 2. So I have very tall kids, and so they've just been in there. And when Octavia was little, she was very chunky, and so she was always a couple sizes ahead. And so I like to make a birthday list, and I like to do it as I'm like going through the kids' clothes or something and see something that they might need for the following season. I will go ahead and toss it on the birthday list. So that being said, I made a birthday list for Ari, and I literally went back through, and there's like 2 toys on the birthday list, and they're both wooden learning toys, and that's perfect. He does not need more than 2 toys for his birthday, even if he gets 2 toys. And Travis and I aren't going to buy him toys for his birthday. We are probably gonna get him like a bubble machine. It's legit what's gonna happen. Because he doesn't need them. Here. He doesn't need them. They literally don't play with toys. Octavia will get on a kick where she'll like play with a Barbie or something for a week straight, and that's okay. Just pull a Barbie down if they're going to be on that kick and let them have it for a week straight. But then you're not cleaning up literally every single toy they own every day, because little kids will get every single toy out every day, even if they don't want to play with it. You guys know that because most of you are parents, and your kids probably dump every single toy out. And it's like when I color coordinated my books. So I've been color coordinating the kids' books, and it was super fun and aesthetically pleasing, but they Octavia just turned 3 and Ari is 10 months today. And so they pull every single book out every single time, and books are something that I let them have access to all the time. They have a ton of books out. They can read all day long, and that's that, you know? So at the end of the day, this has been the best decision for our family. I'm still obviously letting my kids play with toys. I do a sensory project with them every single week, and they have access to that project when they would like it. I don't keep it out on the floor because it's very stressful, because sensory projects are very messy, regardless of what anyone would like to say. They're very messy. So Ari loves water sensory projects, so that obviously gets cleaned up instantly. I made a chicken coop with popcorn kernels in a bin with like various levels, and then little chickens that someone bought her little chicks during Easter time, and so I pulled those out with the popcorn kernels in the various size pans and whatnot, and she had a chicken coop, and she played with the chicken coop, literally no other toys, the chicken coop only, for an entire week. So anytime she wanted to play, she played with the chicken coop for an entire week. And so that's kind of what I'm doing with the kids, whether it's bringing out color sheets in the morning. Octavia does school. School is something that is like a toy to her. It's a fun thing to do. So she does many pages of school, preschool. It's been a great journey, and making sensory projects for your kids once a week is really simple and takes 2 seconds of your time, and it actually saves you time to pull out a new toy every day for your kid instead of cleaning up 5,000 toys every day. Less work and far easier to just make one sensory project for the kids and keep pulling it down if it's not like a watery project or a project that's going to go bad overnight. But do one sensory project a week for your kids, and then just pull out one different toy a day during the summer for your kids, and see how it works for you. It's been life-changing to have all the toys put away in bins and just pull out one at a time. And honestly, some days I don't even pull out one and they just play with the couple items that are in their little baskets. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button and comment down below on anything else you would like to see or any questions you might have, and we'll see you next time. Bye guys.